Interestingly, I still see people make this mistake. What am I getting at though? Well, you see, when people get into cycling, they kind of think, or they have this idea, they want to get into cycling, but they don't want to really get into cycling. So they just kind of want to get like a bike that doesn't look like they ride a bike almost, or something that they can feel doesn't look too much like a bike. Often the excuses I'll hear, or what people will say, is that, well, no, that bike's too fast, what you're suggesting. Why would I ride that? I think the thing is, it's almost like they detach themselves from really wanting to connect with what they've got and really enjoy the process of like riding and discovering new areas and challenging yourself physically and just pushing yourself. So the thing is, people get bikes that in their mind might be right, but they're quite limiting, or they're kind of used for more like specific purposes. Whereas kind of what I suggest is something that can effectively, you grow with it. It's going to be something that challenges you, but also you'll have a deeper connection and have a real sense of falling in love with cycling. So this kind of means that you'll be wanting to go for a ride and you won't have to get another bike. The whole point of this is that wouldn't it just make sense to get one bike and not have to like upgrade it, or sort of just always just get the right bike? Because the thing is, if you get a bike that's, you know, is heavier and looks like a sort of almost recreational or sort of like bike with a basket, for example, like that's well and good. Like, you know, you can get on there comfortably with your normal clothes, but it doesn't have that many gears, so you can't really go and do much. You can ride on the flat, but you can't really go far, and it's also kind of heavy, so you're not really going to feel motivated to challenge yourself on it or go for a longer ride. And see, that's the benefit of cycling. So cycling is done best, and the fitness and weight loss comes best when you're able to exercise over a long period of time. So the benefit with cycling is it's quite difficult to injure yourself because it's quite low impact, unless of course you fall off your bike, but I don't advise that. Wear helmets and wear gloves, please. But like, I guess the point more so is, why not take advantage of that? So what I'm suggesting is that you get a bike that you're able to ride much, much longer and much, much more. So what bike is this? Well, it's like simply a road bike, an alloy aluminum road bike with rim brakes. Why rim brakes? Well, that's quite, how do I explain this? It's just easier, basically. It's lighter, cheaper, faster, and just a lot more of an enjoyable experience. Trust me. Also, I know there's one other mistake as well with those type of bikes that people mostly think to get. Thing is, they put their seat too low, so they're not really getting the best out of their body or the bike biomechanically. So it kind of, again, hurts their progress or ability to ride for a longer time or even faster at that point, because they haven't really set themselves up for that. And look, I get it. Maybe you kind of want to get onto something, but you don't want to get, because you don't want to be like, you want to still be cool. But I think the thing with cycling is you got to enjoy it, and you've also got to, the way I see it, really go all in. You kind of can't just be off to the side. You kind of, you know, have to get it fitted to you. It has to be the right bike for you, and that's where you reap the most benefits, right? It's like getting a shoe that doesn't quite fit, or a suit, or a piece of clothing. If it doesn't really quite fit and it's not really the color or the style you want, you're not really going to use it, or you might use it once or twice. But the thing with the bike is you can use it for everything. You use it to ride to the shops to get some groceries, use it to ride to work. You can use it to ride to the beach to get an ice cream. You can use it to ride with a friend. You can use it to do so many things. So that's kind of the mistake I see. People kind of almost selling themselves short, and almost not believing in being able to envision sort of how the potential that they have. But I see that. I see that in everyone that kind of wants to begin their fitness and weight loss journey. And that's what this is about. A bike that will allow for that. And that's why I don't want you to make the mistake. So if you'd like to know more, click the link below. Thanks.